Hello, Imagine You Earth here. Wow, it is the 24th of September. Lots has been happening in this week. I'm finally out of jail, YouTube jail. It really took me down, actually, guys. It took me down a bit, maybe a bit down, questioning why the hell I'm doing what I'm doing. But of course, it's from the soul. So I'm going to do a reading. This one is about the earthquakes, and it's going to tell me. I've set it up so that it'll tell me whether it is what my soul is telling me, but we'll just get on with it to see what they say. Okay, my big question was it the white hats? So it's military, great deal of pleasure doing it, very contained, all the built up stuff inside perhaps, and that is white hat card. That is white hat card because it can only come from the goodness, not the darkness. And this one is a military, really tired. They're very, very tired, been working really, really hard. And okay, definitely white hats because I asked for aces. If there's aces, you're going to give me an ace. If it's the definitely that they happened as a middle finger to the dictator. Yes! And it's done with love. Now this is, and it's done with a lot of power. Now this is the power that the dark forces use. They build a fortress, yeah? They build a fortress, put a moat around so you can't get at them. But what they're doing is they're actually flipping it all on the very ones themselves. It's a lot of energy going into the energy of those earthquakes to help us. Okay? To help us. It's so clear. And this one is also saying hold your emotions inside. Hold this card here. Okay? Because they're up to it. They're doing it, and it's definitely the good guys. Alrighty, so let's have a look at these ones. Okay, so the seven of disc, this middle card here, it's a holding card. Otherwise you'll fail. Okay, you've got to hold. So I suppose it's a bit like saying hold the line, you know. It's about the disintegration of things for the endurance and the long term. Like you have to go through an empty to fill up again. So it's a bit of an opportunity. So they're emptying. Okay, they're emptying it out, which is pretty cool. And of course, this sorrow card, well, we all know what sorrow is, but it's also telling me that they're in a bit of a sorrowful state. You've got to look really deep. You've got to look a little bit further, and it's just sort of saying that there are deeper things going on. Okay, much deeper, much deeper. And it's like they waited for a moment, and I would say that's true because every time I tune into those earthquakes, it's like a big rude finger to dictator. So anyway, pretty exciting, and then when it comes to the Princess of Wands, see that's onwards and upwards. That's real intense energy, fierce energy, almost arrogant, yeah, almost arrogant energy about it. So that would kind of make sense to that sort of makes sense to me. So now we'll just move on and see what's, yeah, definitely military, and it's the end of things. So there's an energy rising. It's a quest, okay? It's that onward and upward again, onward and upward energy. It's the end for new beginnings to bring great things. So it's definitely the takedown. All right. Fantastic news. I heard a geologist say that it was because we're running into Indonesia, just the earthquakes. There's no fault line there, guys. I'm going to do a little decode later. Hope you watch it. So basically, this is patience because there's a whole lot of energy coming to help balance out the earth. I'm just going to leave it at that because I've got my answer. The answer is definitely was done by the good guys. Because I don't know if you've noticed that it's been very quiet on the old earthquake front, and what they've been doing is using different technology. stuff we don't really know about. But when you look at the S&P waves of these ones that happened in this week down there in Victoria, that they look very much like an explosion. So that just tells you, and they're at 10 kilometres, which says it's a dam. Simple as that. And all the different layers of it. So for it, there's also, somebody sent me something fabulous, which was that it was in fact on a cross point of the ley lines as well. And that's just fabulous. That's just so interesting to me, because what they do is the dark forces, they build their buildings upon the ley line, cross lines, on ley lines, and they capture out the energy that is for Mother Earth. And they happen to be able to have technology to turn the vibration of those ley lines into something else. So I feel that we're going to just see it in time, that the frequency will change to the positive, because the frequency generator that was obviously there is gone now. Absolutely gone. Oh, by the way, there's been 15 in that area this week. 15. They started on the 21st, it says. The other one that just feels really important to do is talk to you about what this Great Awakening and the sense of this soul test that we're all going through. And so I'm just going to shuffle the cards and ask it to just give a nice bit of sort of help for you guys about the soul test at the moment, and what it's about, because I know that it is so important. We're kind of watching a movie, we know we've got it, but the important key to it is our free will, because the galactics are watching our free will at the moment. It is individuals, and then they can come and help. Okay, so in your own soul, you need to stand in your sovereignty. It's between you and Creator. That's what sovereignty is. There's no middlemen. And because if you look at it, all governments are middlemen. All the layers of government are middlemen between you and Creator and what you're put on earth for. So it's an interesting. So they're going to give you guys some words for just what the soul test. What were they going to tell you? Well, you know what? It's nearly at the end. Nearly at the end. All the cruelties nearly at the end. All the oppressions nearly at the end. All of it means that you actually have to transmute this energy. This energy must be transmuted. Okay, so there's the 3D that it's operating in, but if you can just shift yourself into your soul and do your techniques and just lift it, and you turn dark to light, fear to love, and you can do all sorts of things, like you can listen to frequencies, etc. I might drop one into my Telegram channel for you. It's a real base level one, which is where everything's affecting everybody in the base chakra. So it's about, you have to transmute it. So you need to take your time out and you need to transmute this energy. Otherwise they're going to win. They're going to win. Okay, so it's on our sovereignty, and it is on what's it. And I'm sure that a lot of us, especially we light warriors, have when we open up to that energy, when we transmute the energy, because we're incredible, we're absolutely amazing. Each and every one of us has just this incredible ability to transmute energy. It's saying that there's a lot of abundance available to you. Now, I totally agree. I totally agree. Because if you kind of shift yourself out of that 3D stuff, out of the cruelty, which is nearly ending, by the way, and the oppression, and you transmute it and open yourself up to the love, to the heart frequency of the universe, to Creator, Prime Creator, God, whatever it is, and allow it. There is an abundance of energy at the moment. Oh, I've been picking up on it since the beginning of winter. The energies have shifted and changed, and I thank the Alliance for this so much. Deep appreciation. So if we could take, like, appreciation can be the quickest key to opening your heart, Just appreciating the people around you, appreciating the things you do have, appreciating garden, nature. Even if you can't get out, if you can imagine your most favorite place on the planet that you've ever been and bring that back, because it is our big power tool, that part of us that we use, imagination. It's powerful. So what do we got? We've got this abundance of energy, and it will wash through all of that worry, care, concern, and all of the earthly things, all the blockages, limitations. And there is an abundance of happiness available to us. It doesn't seem that way, but we have to learn how to rise above this. It can absolutely. It can be quite rather quick. Well, that's as clear as anything. That is so clear. It says, if the quicker you do it, justice will come and things will finish. Completion. Wow. That's so clear. As soon as you get that alchemy and shift your energy over, trust in your soul, trust in it, in that we will be right, it's going to be over. Okay. And there is a lot of military action going on. It's very well planned and it's coming from love. I'm going to just read out a message that Ted sent me the other day. I think it's just really lovely. He says it, but he just really wanted everybody to hear it again. There is a direction that's happening, okay? A real direction. New things are definitely coming, especially emotionally, and it's going to be incredibly satisfying. Steadfast, stand your ground, hold the line, stand in yourself and stand in you, and nobody else in between. Okay, don't let the lower frequencies affect you. Don't, because the sooner you shift and transmute the energy, the justice and the completion is going to come. Very exciting. And what have we got? I want to read out Ted's message. So this was on quite a few days ago, 4 days ago. But he said, I received a message today. There will be strong pushback in a month or in November 2021 against the tyranny. And I do see a new government being formed, both in the federal and in the states, by January next year. People have had enough, and the white hats in the military will stand up to this nonsense. Take care, my friend, and be strong. That's to all of you, okay? If you can get what I say, I'm going to ask everybody to please go over to my BitChute account, because they're on my back on this channel. So could you please go and sign up over at BitChute, because the speech is much freer, much freer. So that's basically it. Yeah, we've got the good guys on our side. Okay, I've had a lot of interference going on this week. Luckily, I'm skilled enough to get rid of it. One of the things is I've been helping a lot of people rise in their soul, and this is so important to trust what you're feeling at the moment. Really trust your intuition. It's such an important thing, and I love you all, and it's really nice to be back doing this for you at an odd day. Usually I do it Mondays, but I'm going to do it today, and then you can wait until I decide to do another one. I love you all. Thanks so much. See you over at BitChute.